Well, hello there. I've got a Theakston's Old Peculiar, which I'm going to have right now. So I'm going to use this Nitro Surge as while I'm just cracking this open. I shall just mention what one of my viewers said the other day. He entered into some sweary comment about saying that they use nitrogen in the Guinness. Well, I'm sorry to say, but you got deleted because you added a few sweary words into what you were saying. I don't tolerate that, so you got booted, right? And you'll not see my channel again. Sorry, but bye. But yeah, so as a byproduct of turning sugars into alcohol, you get carbon dioxide, and carbon dioxide is dissolved into the beer as it's brewed. And that's what gives it its liveliness. Anyway, so I'm going to put the top on the Theakston's Old Peculiar. I'm going to do exactly the same as I did for the Guinness. So, pressing the button on the side, the harp is lit up, and as you can see, we're getting quite a lot of nucleation, and there's a nice head beginning to form. Let's keep it going till we get to about there. Right, we'll let that settle for a bit. As I explained last time, is as the carbon dioxide comes off, it changes the flavour of the beer. Now I happen to have a couple of horn mugs, like you see on Game of Thrones. They actually do the same thing. As you pour the beer in, it gives you a massive, great big head, which then soon settles down into something reasonable. So there we go, we've still got a full head of beer on that one. And of course that changes the flavour completely, because it's taken the carbonic acid out of solution. It doesn't half change the flavour. It's something that I didn't appreciate until I went to Wolverhampton. Like I said last time, when I went to Wolverhampton, the guy behind the bar said, "Oh, we can take the spray head off if you want, sir." And I said, "Why? What does it do?" And he said, "Well, Northerners like to have a nice big head on their beer, and Southerners don't." And I said, "Well, I've never noticed that. I just normally get a pint from the pub and down it." But anyway, we'll see. So Theakston's Old Peculiar does work with this, probably not the way it is intended, but you will get a nice big head on a beer. And I guarantee it will taste completely different. Now, if you go and get 2 beers and do it yourself, you'll find out. If you have one without the head and one with the head, you'll notice that the flavour of the beer has changed dramatically. And of course, one of the things that they put into Irish Guinness is kelp protein. Not quite sure if that's true or not, but that's what they do to get the head in Guinness. Because foam is normally made up from protein, so the proteins that you get in the beer probably come from the kelp, I would say. But yeah, here goes. Now that is a nice pint. This Theakston's Old Peculiar. Now I've been to a place in Yorkshire where they brew this stuff, and there's 2 brothers. Let me get the last of it out. There's 2 brothers. One runs Theakston's brewery, and after they had a bit of a fight and falling out, one of them went off to form Black Sheep. Now, if you ever tried Black Sheep, you'll realise that Black Sheep is a very, very good beer. Completely different to Theakston's, different recipes, but what a shame that they're going out of business. Hopefully they can rescue the business. And I noticed they do sell a few bottles of beer in Asda's, which whenever they have some in, I normally buy 1 or 2 bottles just to see me through the weekend. But cheers, down the hatch. Oh yes, and it has gone. The sun has gone past the yard arm. It's set right firmly on the other side. So we're going to have a beer and start the weekend. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. It's one of those beers which is quite not hoppy, but it's more of a barley flavour, a real toasted barley with you probably use a little bit of chocolate malt in there just to give it that dark look, and it's quite a rich, strong caramelly taste. But Sarah is the one to ask, because Sarah has the super taste, because she can taste anything. You give her a glass of wine and she'll tell you exactly what's in it. And last summer I did a taste test. I had a whole row of beers. I had about 4 beers open, so as we share them between us, it's only 2 beers each, but it does sound a lot, doesn't it? So I poured a glass of each of the beers for Sarah to have a taste, and Sarah knows which one's which. She can tell you which is the Hobgoblin. She'll tell you which one's the Theakstons, and she'll tell you which ones are the Black Sheep beers as well, and she'll tell you what she can taste in them, which I'm dead jealous about. Anyway, so I've rambled on, getting on for 7 minutes, but it will be by the time I finish rabbiting on anyway. So enjoy your weekend. This is my last weekend of freedom before I go back. So cheers to everyone out there. Have a nice relaxing evening, and have a great Saturday and Sunday. If you're in Hull, go to the Hull Fair. Sarah's going tomorrow, but it is open tonight apparently, so get yourself down to Hull Fair if you can. I'm not going because I don't like crowds for some reason. I've always been a bit weary of crowds, and it is absolutely packed. The last time I went, it was absolutely packed, and yeah, it's not my scene. It's we've spent my entire life on board a ship with no more than 20 people, and then all of a sudden you're thrown in a crowd of thousands. It's a bit daunting. Anyway, that's it then. I'll see you all on the next one. I'm going to try and finish this before the 8 minutes is up, so I don't have to monetize it in the middle. Okay, catch you later. Bye then.